about the fireworks on Saturday night?
Yeah, they were great.
The cascading off the bridge again. Where
I love
so
that.
pretty.
So last year,
Yeah, that's
last year was
beautiful.
the first time that I had seen that, and I think it was the first year they had done it. Okay, so I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a fire on the bridge. Like there's gonna be an explosion. Bad things are gonna happen. And then no, that's just part of the fireworks.
Yeah, it was
so
pretty.
I was pointed out. I was walking across the Pearl Street Bridge right when that lit up this time, and I was like, watch that. And one lady said, oh my gosh, you're gonna be dead. I'm like, no, that's part of the show.
Pretty.
Also, we have to talk about crossing that Pearl Street Bridge because I have
Yeah.
never met angrier people in my entire life than the people that I walked past on the Pearl Street Bridge on Saturday night. Because we got off stage and started the fireworks, and then I had to get out of there. I'm like, I got to go. I got to get home. I got stuff to do. So I leave, and I'm crossing that bridge, and most people were pretty cool. They just let me go right through.
Right.
But some people were mad. One lady swore right at me. JC, she said, and I'm like, no, it's
Really?
Curtis. But I appreciate
I don't think she was calling you that.
Man, well, okay, so what would you do in this situation, Connie?
Okay.
All right, you see a man walking.
Yes.
Okay, he's coming through the bridge.
Yep.
He's saying, excuse me, he's avoiding blankets.
Yep.
And he gets to a spot where he can't move anymore.
Right.
Okay, so I couldn't move. So I looked left, and there are probably 80 people.
Yep.
And they're jam-packed shoulder to shoulder.
Yep.
And I look right, and there are two people, and they have their little beach chairs.
Yeah.
And they're touching, and they're holding hands. And I said, excuse me, guys, I needed to break your little handsome hand holding here. I'm going to walk through. This lady said, we're enjoying the show here. And I said, well, then I'm stepping over you. And I stepped over her chair, and that's when I got the JC. And, like, she was upset. So then I just turned to the other 80 people who were all watching her because she's yelling at me. And I say, you get a load of this? Happy 4th birthday, America. And I just go right on going. And then they
Really?
got on her. But she was in a mood. She was foul.
Wow.
A lot of people were mad that people were crossing the bridges.
Well, I guess I get it because you've been standing there for so long and everybody's
Yeah.
jam-packed. But yeah, I got stuck and then had to climb over a chair and then got through. Once people see you climb a chair, they pretty much, it's like the Red Sea on that thing. So then it was easy. It was so good. And I was out of there. It took me maybe like 45 seconds to get across the bridge, but the one spot
Right.
where the lady yelled at me, that was TOUGH.
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
like it.
We were definitely trying to cross the Pearl Street Bridge, and nobody would let anybody through. So we were like, whatever. We just turned around, and then we went to the Blue Bridge.
Oh,
and by the time we got to the end of the Blue Bridge, the fireworks were over.
Hey!
That was the end of that.
Oh, and then you were home there, and then safety first. You're at your house. You got a cocktail, maybe. Woo!
I was at my house, and I was able to watch some television shows that I hadn't watched for 2 weeks. 'cause I've been so busy.
Because you got the DVR hooked up now.
I know. It was very exciting.
Man, you're fancy.
I know.
That is a 5th of July that you will never forget.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Did you take the TV out and watch it by the pool? Little late night pool?
No. I watched it snuggled in my chair.
Look at you. You cheered up. You
Pretty much the perfect night.
You cheered up real
got
good.
the fireworks, got to hang out with a bunch of people, then got to go home and watch the DVR.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty much perfect.
I'll tell you what made me mad, though. You know how Taco Bell, their big thing is like the 4th meal, or it used to be?
Yeah.
I drove by 2 closed Taco Bells on my way home
On a
from
Saturday
the fireworks.
night. Well, yeah. What time was it?
Okay, it was like 2 o'clock because I was going to go home, and then I ended up meeting some friends for a beer. So, yeah, I was all set to go home, and then I got a text. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll meet you for 1. But 2 o'clock, 2 closed Taco Bells.
On a Saturday night?
Saturday night. Sunday morning, technically.
What? Oh, I thought they were open until 3 or later.
That's what they say, right?
Oh.
They got the 4th meal. Well, this time I didn't get 1 meal. So I got home, I opened my refrigerator, I stared at it for like 5 minutes, and I just closed it and went to bed.
Because you really didn't need food, right?
I didn't think so, but a Mexican pizza would have been so good.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had a Mexican pizza in 1,000 years.
See what I'm saying? That's what we need. Mexican pizza.
It does actually sound good.
All the time. Luckily, we got some real Mexican food coming today because it's Monday. Beltline Bar.
Beltline Bar.
Beltline Bar
we haven't
brings
been
us
here in what? This is our first Monday back in like
3 Mondays.
3 Mondays.
Yeah, we're finally here.
I think my body's in shock right now.
Well, luckily they hit us with a little something on Tuesday last week because they knew that we were needing it, but they'll be in today. I can't wait for that.
that just made my day better.
Woo! You want a high five about it?
Yeah, let's
I'll
high
high
five.
five you.
Boink.
There you go. We
hands
got
are
that.
very cold.
Yeah, it's cool in here, right?
I guess.
We got to protect ourselves from the humidity.
I guess.
Yeah. So
it's not cool outside. It's 74 right now.
74. A lot
kinda
of power lines down. Don't touch them. There's no signals. I guess it's bad news.
Yeah, Amanda's got a full look at traffic coming up. Still be at home hearing fireworks going off for today.
No.
Today. You think they're done?
Because the law. They know better.
They were still going yesterday.
Oh, well, that's
in my
the
neighborhood.
scofflaws in Kentwood. No, up around my house, they were all done. Midnight on Saturday, they were done.
Never won again.
They said, see ya, we will pack you
You
up.
guys all follow the law accordingly.
Until the next holiday, which is what? Arbor Day is coming up in like a couple days.
Arbor Day.
So you can fire them off. You can fire them off the day before a holiday. So then you're all set. Yeah, is an Arbor Day on Saturday or Sunday?
No idea.
I think
Hold on.
okay, check your little calendar. When is Arbor Day? I feel like or Flag Day. Flag Day is June. That's July. What month is it? What's our next holiday? I need some fireworks in my neighborhood.
That shoe calendar you got me doesn't have days on it.
It doesn't have days on it. That's the worst calendar ever. What does it have? that calendar I got.
There's something on July 9th, but I can't read it from here.
Hold on, I'm pulling out
Arbor
my
Day?
iPad.
Okay. Arbor Day is
Um,
in April, so that
There's a
doesn't-
full moon on Saturday.
Okay, so there probably will be some out there then.
Today's my sister's birthday.
Arbor Day is the last weekend, the last Friday in April.
Oh, well,
That doesn't help us. So
that
this
doesn't
is
try.
really help us.
this
Yeah.
is not Arbor Day coming up. Something on the 9th, that's Wednesday.
Hang on.
There are no holidays on Wednesdays.
I've got nothing in my iPad. It didn't pop up.
Your iPad doesn't have dates either?
No, it does. It just doesn't have anything on Wednesday.
It's not a holiday here. It's Nana Route Day in Canada.
Nana Route?
That's what it looks like.
How
to-
is Nana Route spelled? Like Nonaroute?
Kind of.
It's kind of like
It's
that.
kind of spelled that
I
way? How
can't
is
read it from
spelled?
here. Hang on.
Oh, okay. She's got to stand up.
Nunavut.
Nunavut.
Nunavut Day.
Nunavut.
That's on Wednesday, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to light up some fireworks on Wednesday for that.
Do you have a Canadian calendar in there?
No, I mean it gives me holidays for all around the world.
Okay. That's cool.
It does?
Mine just has
You have global holidays?
mine just has pictures of shoes on it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I do like it.
But no days. Let me tell you about Nunavut Day a little bit. It's a
Okay.
day of pride, celebration, and joy. It's celebrated annually on July 9th, and it marks the day that the Nunavut Land Claims Agreement Act and the Nunavut Act came into law up in Canada.
Oh.
So there you go. Your password. You have a password, right, to get in your email, to get in all kinds of things. It is saying that if you make it a happy or inspirational message, it will have an inspirational effect on your day, which it kind of makes sense because my password is an inside joke that I have with my wife. And every time I have to put it in, I kind of smile a little bit like,
Right.
ha, ha, ha. This guy.
Does make sense.
A guy was going through a divorce. And he was having a rough time, so he changed his password to learn to forgive her. So he said, you learn to forgive her, and then he did. So then he said, well, that worked. So he went to quit smoking forever. And then he did quit smoking, and he said, save for a
Interesting.
trip to Thailand.
Right.
And then he was saving his money. Sleep before 12, and that worked too. He started going to bed before midnight. It doesn't always work, though, because he had eat 2 meals a day. And that didn't work. I mean, you
didn't
can't
work.
starve yourself.
Right.
Eat 2 meals a day. No, I'm starving. He did, though. Yeah, I was saying he was divorced, right?
Yeah.
He then met somebody, and he changed his password to ask her for a date.
Aww.
And then he did.
I love this guy.
He did ask her for a date. So it's saying if you want to inspire yourself or you want to kind of remind yourself something, and that'd be good with lists. You know, if you have something
Yeah.
that you need to do at the end of the month and you don't want to lose a list or something, you just change your password right there.
Well, think how
and then
many
you don't.
times you type in your password in a day.
Exactly. So then it's just
so many. Just reinforcement.
It
Yeah.
absolutely does.
Yeah.
The most popular password though, still 1 2 3 4 5 6,
That just kills me.
or ABC 1 2 3,
Why?
or the word password.
I
Right?
don't think I'm creative enough to have used the word password as a password.
the only thing is, well, you want to remember it, right?
Right.
You don't want to forget your password. But then if you have the word password and somebody tries it, then they're in,
Right.
And then you got no dice.
Not good.
No, I used to go with space bar, and you just would press the space bar and just go.
Oh,
but then they started
interesting.
making you do so many things. Like-
You need numbers and at least 3 letters. and
Exactly.
It's got to have a capital at the beginning of it.
Yeah, and you're like, come on, I just want to hit one button. and then let everything open up.
Yeah.
But in the future, when it just reads our brain, that'll be great. When it just knows, like we walk into the room and all
Will
of our
that be
things
great?
open.
I don't know
think
if that'll
so.
be great.
It won't
I think
be
that
great.
may be creepy.
Here's why it won't be great. Okay. My car has 2 settings for drivers, like the seat settings.
Right.
We cannot figure them out to save our lives. We've had this car since 2007, 2008. We still can't figure it out. You push the button, and one takes you right up to the wheel, and then you push the button again, and it takes you all the way back. Like, we never figured out how to set it.
Did you look at your owner's manual?
Yeah, and then like there's so much reading, and you stop, and there aren't enough pictures.
Because mine has that too.
Does it work?
Yes.
So you
like
push-
mine is 1 and Dan's is 2.
Okay. We had to disable ours because it was hooked up to the smart key. So you would
Okay.
put the key in and it knew who you were. And, brrr, and it's like a trash
So
compactor.
you're like-
It's like, I don't want a trash compactor. I don't like this. Stop this.
Well, but then the seat goes back when you get out of the car. So it just goes back to like a
Oh.
neutral position. But here's the problem.
Okay, what's the problem?
When you flipped, it's an SUV. So when you
Okay.
flip down the back seat because you're hauling stuff,
Yes.
the seat backs up and it smush, 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 smush.
Smush is what you're hauling. Mm-hmm. That ain't right.
I know.
Got to write a letter.
That's a flaw in the system.
Dear sir, here's my problem that I have with this system. You're smushing my cargo.
But Dan has the same problem as you because I'm so short. He gets in and he's like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's in a clown car.
If you have the wrong key, you're going trash compactor. And nobody wants to go trash compactor, right? Trash compacting isn't cool.
But Dan's so nice, he tries not to really mess. Unless he has a longer drive, he tries to keep it
He will
normal.
sit in trash compacting mode?
It's not, well, I wear super high heels, so really, according to my seat,
Yeah.
I'm like 5'8".
Oh, so you're as tall as him.
Right.
So then you're fine. You got everything.
Dan's 5'11".
You got everything. You're right there in the same zone. You got
So
that
yeah,
going.
he's just a little trash compacted, not totally trash compacted.
Katie, my wife, moves my seat every single time she gets in. And I won't move the seat. I will just ride through it, even if it's like, unless we're going on a long trip.
Well,
But if I'm
because
just rolling around
the
town-
car you're talking about is Katie's car that she drives, right?
Yes. So I will just leave it, and we don't use that program thing because we couldn't figure it out. But I will stay in her spot. But anytime she drives my car, the seat is right up against the
Well, you're
stupid steering wheel.
6'2".
But she needs to put it back.
Oh,
She doesn't put it back.
that's like you putting the toilet seat back down.
exactly
Same argument.
And I do it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You argue for people putting the toilet seat down. Maybe you do it, but you argue against it all the time.
Just here at work. Because here at work, I'm not touching your dirty area, like where you guys sit and you spray poop
You're
all over the
dirty.
place.
Ew.
You guys do. You ladies are the messiest here. So I'm not putting it down here at work, but I will put it down at home.
Amanda, why are you shaking your head right
Because
now?
I don't ever spray fecal matter into the toilet at work.
Never.
Never.
Amanda.
Never.
Amen.
Never one time.
Never one time.
You never sprayed fecal matter in a toilet at
Never.
work. What about pee? You ever have like a spray
No.
pattern that goes awry?
No.
Like a sprinkler.
Nope. Does that ever happen to you?
No.
No. Happens
It'll
to
be
me.
weird.
Happens to
I feel
me
like
all
there'd
the
be something
time.
weird happening with my body.
That would be weird. I
We
got
would be
sprinkler
rushing
pee.
you to the ER.
We gotta get you there stat.
Sorry.
Help me out. Sorry that you
We have to
sprayed your-
leave now.
Amanda's spraying pee all
Amanda's
over
got
the place.
sprinkler pee.
Would you want to have that kind, like the t-t-t-t-t, or just the very slow one that the kids run through, where it's like, woo, the big fan?
I feel like that would be more normal.
If you had to, okay, so every time you pee, this is a would you rather.
Okay.
Every time you pee, do you want it to shoot out every direction, 180, right straight out from in front of you?
Wait, but we're women, so we're sitting on the toilet.
You're sitting, so
Okay.
it's going out
All
on your
right.
legs. Okay, so
All right.
or would you rather have the nice, slow, straight up in the air? It just goes right up like the slow one in your yard.
I think slow, straight up in the air, because then I could tilt.
Okay, so so then you're like this. You're up like this.
I could be proactive.
Okay, and then your thighs are nice, getting a workout. I mean, you're all set. It's win-win. It's win-win. Okay, I see that. See, you're a thinker.
Thank you.
You go, and then you
You
got
give
your,
me a lot of grief for being proactive, but ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
you got your
man.
thighs, and you were
Yeah.
going, and you got just the thigh workout.
It's like
and
yoga peeing.
your butt's in the air.
Yeah,
and somebody-
downward dog.
Somebody walks in, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And you're like,
What?
"This is how I
Wait,
pee."
Am I suddenly not locking the door either?
You're in a one of those group bathrooms where
They-
people
what?
see you.
They still have stalls.
no, you're at one where they don't.
Oh, okay.
You're in a room with
So
like
in our hypothetical little story,
you're in a room with 8 toilets.
there's 8 toilets and no doors.
and 0 doors.
so it's like
Zero
prison.
doors.
you're in prison.
I'm in prison.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not going to tilt down.
You're just going to spray. Yeah, look at me. I'm covered in my own pee.
I changed my answer, sir.
So if you're in prison, you're going to pee on yourself.
Yeah, in prison, I'm not going to care.
Because you want people to think you're crazy.
I think I just won't care.
Yeah, you're just like, I got to. Okay, just sprayed.
That is the strangest would you rather that I've ever heard in my life.
Well, and they're very similar. Like normally
They are. I mean, they are.
They
But
both-
one is pressurized, it seems. Yeah.
Right, and the other
Yeah.
one's just very, very.
Nice, light little sprinkle. Like, I see a rainbow showing up in it.
And it does.
Yeah.
You got the Pea Rainbow,
Absolutely.
which they're a great band.
That is a great band. I love that.